Take 3. This time, I am not muted. The baby is talking behind me. She's going to do that. She's a baby. She's not even 1. So this is the setup I have going on, using my webcam as the main camera. It's not the best quality, but it's 1080p. Nope. Yes, 1080p. And I have a light kind of to the side. I would like to have it behind the desk instead, but the desk is up against a wall and there's not much space there and a lot of cables. So this is what we're working with. Also, do I like my messy living room being in the background? No. Is it super aesthetic? No. Do we like the cat tree though? Yes. Yes, we like the cat tree. Do we like the equipment? Probably not so much. But it is what it is. I'm working with what I got. So yeah, I guess I'm testing the audio for how I would be talking normally. I feel like it might need to go up a smidgen. Let's see. Oh, you can really hear Clark in the background. Turn it back down just a little bit. Okay, so you can hear Clark in the background. Again, she's a baby. She's gonna be talking and babbling as babies do. So, I never did a video updating on my engagement ring. I don't believe I did. So this is the updated one. Oh, I think Mark might have added a video of it, or a picture, I mean. But I love it. It is absolutely wonderful. I love this thing. I have it on even though I'm halfway through my pregnancy now, and taking it off is kind of scary, but I can still technically get it off. I have been wearing it on this chain that my mom got me. So that's what I had been doing. I was pretty swollen for a little bit. I'll probably swell up again, but I've been sick, so that's also why I sound nasally. Anyway, so we had set a date for the wedding. And then life happens, and it kind of just ended up, we realized that it's not the right time. Like, we still totally love each other. We're still planning on getting married. It's postponed. It's not canceled, but it is postponed. So until further notice, I don't know. It might be a couple of years, but we got to be able to figure things out with finances and making sure things are in order. I would like to be back to work before we get married, and with a little one and another little one on the way, it's going to be a little bit before I can do that. So I want to be able to... Yes, exactly, Clark. Blah, blah, blah. I want to be able to cover my bases when it comes to bills, finances. I want us to be able to not go under and to be able to cover what we need. So it is going to be postponed probably for a couple of years. I want to at least get my car paid off, and I'm not going to be able to do that in a couple of years. So it has to wait until I have a job. So yeah, it's one of those things where I feel like I was so excited to get married, and like I was so ready for it to happen. But as time went on, I felt more stressed than anything, just because I'm going to be postpartum 4 months by the day that we were supposed to get married. And I would have to find a wedding dress, and I wouldn't be able to shop early because I'm pregnant, but then I wouldn't want to wait till last minute to find a dress. So that was really stressful. Picking a venue is also really stressful. It came down to, I was just like, we're just going to do it at our house. But I don't know. I would want to do up the yard, and I want to make sure that, everything feels right. Like, I want it to be a nice day, not a day that I'm like cutting corners just because I want it to happen right then and there. So, and there's always like the option for elopement and everything like that. But I think we're both kind of on the same page with we would like to just kind of have the wedding. It may end up being where we elope. We're not canceling that out at all by any means. But we still would like to have a wedding. So, it is postponed for now. But like I said, everything's still good. Still love him. So, yeah, everything's good, just postponed. And yeah, so that's kind of the update on that. There's just too much to do, too little time, and I feel like if I had the ability, I would truly enjoy like prepping for a wedding. Like, I mean, I'm planning on making my own wedding cake. I'm planning on like, having like trying to figure out what kind of food. Like, I don't really want to do like food vendors and things like that. She is not happy. Sorry, I'm camera switched. But so when it comes to food and stuff like that, like I wouldn't mind really kind of doing like having a cookout vibe, but more wedding cookout vibe, if that makes sense. But I want to be able to like have beer and wine for people who want to drink beer or wine. And I want to be able to, I don't know, have a little drink myself if I want to. And if we do it at the date that we had already planned, which was September 20th, 2025, I would be 4 months postpartum, still breastfeeding, and I wouldn't really want to drink at that point. So, I mean, yes, I'd be able to have a glass of wine or something like that, which at my wedding, I don't really want to get drunk anyways. However, I want to be able to do what I want to do, if that makes sense. So waiting until I'm done breastfeeding and everything like that. And yeah, so it's not for anything bad by any means. Nothing has gone wrong. It's just, I don't want to be stressed out about it. And ever since postponing it, I have felt a lot more relief. It's been decided for a couple of weeks, a little while. And I just now today decided to tell people. So it's one of those things where like I felt bad, but I definitely wanted to tell people before they bought plane tickets or made plans, things like that. So I'm saying a lot. I just whatever. So it is what it is. I tried to tell people with plenty of time, and people seem to be receiving it well. Lots of support and everything like that. So yeah, as of right now, we can just continue to focus on, making sure our kids are taken care of, which that never cancels anyways. Just because we're married doesn't mean we're not focusing on our kids. Just because we're planning a wedding doesn't mean we're not focusing on our kids. But right now we can focus on our kids while they're still super young and babies and really need mommy and everything like that. And then once that time has kind of flown away a little bit more and, we have more time, when they're going to mamas and papas or grandmas and stuff like that, then that would be the time that I think it would be better to go ahead and get these things planned out. And also I'd be postpartum body would be mostly gone at that point. Hopefully I'd be able to kind of understand what my body is at that point, size wise, because it took me a long time. My weight fluctuates a lot, so like sometimes I'm like looking good and nice, and I never get really thin. I did when I was a teenager, but not anymore. And so, but I can definitely be fit-ish versus like plumpy, which I mean, both are absolutely totally fine. It's just, I definitely have a wide range of sizes in clothes. And at that point, when I'm postpartum, I can actually kind of figure that out a little bit better than like while having those fluctuations, while being pregnant, while being postpartum. It's a lot to handle. And then my boobs would probably finally be the size that they're going to be, so I won't have to worry about that. All right, so I think that kind of covers that. And yeah, just a quick update on wedding stuff. I did have things planned. I don't remember in the last video if I talked about colors, I think I did. I think at that point I was talking about like seafoam green and something maybe, but definitely navy and burgundy were the colors that we ended up choosing. And a lot of these things, a lot of these details, they very well could change, but they also may not. My late father's tie happens to match those colors perfectly. And I was super happy because Mark said that he'd be willing to wear my dad's tie for the wedding, which, oh gosh, made me feel so good. Makes me feel like a piece of my dad is there, which is wonderful. So lots of good things, great things have come through the planning. It's just more time is needed, and there's nothing wrong with that. So if you find yourself in the same boat, just know it's okay. All right. On that note, I'm going to head on out. I got kiddos behind me doing I don't know what. All right.